Welcome to the January 2025 edition of the NSAA NHSOA Video Review. A few points of emphasis. We want to continue calling our fouls and focusing on our freedom of movement. We're going to talk about illegal contact with that. We're going to look at some block charge calls, some shot clock situations, and our new flopping. First, a reminder, the film session is intended to allow us the opportunity to learn from each other and improve our craft. No one is watching to find fault. We've all made mistakes. These plays or situations are great for pre-game review and discussion. Focus on the positioning of the calling official and if the calls come from the primary coverage area. First, let's talk about illegal contact. First play we're going to watch here. Here's a situation where defense had two hands on white. Could have called an illegal hand check right out of the bat instead of waiting to have to make a tough block call because was the defense in position? Did offense push off on that one? Next, we want to focus on our eyes as center and trail, getting a bit of high action with both eyes on the ball carrier. This is one where center should really be focusing on their matchup on the post. Here comes the screen. The contact from the defense pushes the offense, and we come out with a team control foul on that one. This would be a situation where the center official staying in their primary coverage area would recognize how the screener got there, was appropriately set, and the defense ran through the screen. Next, let's talk about block charge calls. Here's going to be a shot, officials long rebound, which gives the momentum of the defense to turn into offense, transition. Lead official lets up to make sure that they can be in position to make a call. They know they're not going to get to the baseline and beat them, so they are trying to keep the angle almost like a center. And you'll notice in the video also center went flying down the court to help with this as well. But in this particular case, it looks like defense is able to get back, get into legal guarding position. We would support a player control foul in this particular play. There's another block charge. Offense, did they beat them, get into legal guarding position, and get into position before black left the floor? Here's one where I do want to see the center and the lead. Lead really gets out of position on this play and gets beat. So the center makes this call. Not a bad call from center's position on that side of the lane anyways. Quick block call. It's always easy to make calls when you're watching this stuff in slow motion. So it's really important that when you're watching this, you're using this as an opportunity to learn. Both of these cases, the calls were so quick, it's easy for us to go one way or the other. So whatever you call on the court, right call, move forward. Let's take a look at this one, inbounds pass. Now we're talking about some game management situations. Center and lead are nowhere in position to help watch this on this long inbounds. Does he have possession with the ball and a foot in the front court before his back foot goes into the back court? The biggest issue here is we have to be in position to make this call. Another game management. 35 swings his elbows to clear things out initially, and then squares up and swings his elbow into the head of the defense. That is a flagrant foul and would be cause for ejection. Let's talk about the shot clock. Here we've got two players that come down with the ball for a jump ball. Because it hit the rim, we should reset this. Crew should catch this and make this call right off the bat, but we put the ball live before it's actually stopped, discussed, and thrown out of bounds. Slow down, take a look at your shot clock and your game clock before you inbounds it, and you're ready to play. I think it's also okay for you to take a second and talk to your shot clock operators and let them know to be a little slow as well. Here's another one where it's a tip right away on the inbounds. A lot to unpack on this play. So take a look at when this was first inbounded to when it goes out of bounds. And so the question here is, did White, after they tipped the ball, gain possession of it to reset the shot clock, or should it have stayed and the ball just got knocked out of bounds? Now, White's going to end up with the ball anyways because Red was touching the ball and out of bounds. But what makes the difference here is if White had possession of it and then Red knocked it out of bounds, our shot clock should have been reset, which you're going to see here in a second was, and then it was dropped down to 33 seconds for the shot clock. Then we need to go back to counting in the backcourt for our 10-second count. So you'll see here, once again, 7 and some change on the clock, but just notice the 26 seconds on the shot clock. 7:23 on the clock, 26 seconds on the shot clock. Ball's tipped. 1 second runs off the clock, and we immediately reset to a 35. Probably not possession there. Could have been a half second slower on that. Ball goes out of bounds, and we're down to 33 on the shot clock. We don't make any adjustment there. The ball is inbounded with 33, so we should have a backcourt count, but we don't at this time. The ball's tipped. No possession change. White still has the ball. As soon as they cross the half-court line, there's 25 on the shot clock and 7:11 on the game clock. They inbounded with 7:20. We're going to call a 10-second backcourt violation here. In this particular case, they thought the shot clock was back at 35, so they killed it at 25 because that's when they were crossing, as they should have. But remember, the shot clock was only at 33, so important to have that count in the backcourt on that. So again, just a lot to unpack there in that short possession. Can show you how quickly things can kind of ramp up on us. So really just slow things down as an official to make sure that you have everything set before you inbound. Let's talk about the flopping. Overall, this seems to be going really well this year. Here's a case where we're going to have a transition play. Defense drops. Lead official immediately gives the flop signal. Shot goes up and goes in. We're going to kill it and go give the warning to the book. Probably good. No contact there, and you just dropped anyways. So not a bad flop call warning on this one. Here's another one. Defense starts leaning back before there's any contact. Offense goes to go around them and miss them. They fall down. Kind of a 50-50, may not need it here. Here's one, jump shot from three-point land, lands on the foot of the other player. They give the flop signal on this one. Probably not a flop here. Offense shoots, goes into the defense, so not necessarily a foul there either because defense didn't go into the offense. And offense just rolled their ankle and went down. So no flop there. Here's one, we're up high. No contact is made on a three-point attempt. They go down. Official immediately gives a warning or gives the flop warning call. Basket did go in, so they could have stopped it there, but this is college women's, so they continue on until the next dead ball. We could have killed it there in high school. We hope you all have a great rest of your season. Thank you so much for what you're doing, and hope to have another video out for you this year. Let John Dolliver or any evaluators know if you have any questions throughout the year. We look forward to continue working with you.